Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will be contested over 3 by 3 minute rounds in the women's 54 kilo weight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She's trained by Leon Spain out of Spain's gym. She weighed in last night at 53.5 kilograms. She's had a total of 26 fights with a professional record of 3 wins with 3 defeats. Fighting out of Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia, ladies and gentlemen, Holy Badass Nguyen! And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Benji Wright out of Double Dose Muay Thai. She weighed in last night at 53.7 kilograms. She's had a total of 9 fights with a professional record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Fighting out of the Gold Coast, Australia, ladies and gentlemen, Racheal Parish! Ladies and gentlemen, when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. D. Both fighters seal the ring.
Yeah, these ladies are actually pretty good friends too. I think they've sparred each other a couple of times. Obviously, Rach works, not only fights, but she does work with MTL, so she's been cheering her on for a long time. So I bet you it's a little bit of a weird feeling being in centre ring with her this time.
It's complicated workplace relations there. I'm not sure how that's going to work itself out at the Human Resources Department here at Muay Thai League. Looking forward to seeing these ladies get it underway. Getting a ton of hype around Holly Nguyen as she came up through the scene and obviously amassed 28 fights at the tender age of 19 in Australia. A lot of that done overseas too, I believe.
Yeah,
competed internationally.
Yeah, does a lot of time over in Sydney when Brandon heads over. Now, I think I've probably watched Holly since the very first fight, and she's just been plugging away, and yeah, it's good to see her still so young but so experienced.
She'll have the height and the reach advantage tonight, and she looks to employ that with a good strong team. But Parish kicking well, trying to move laterally on the outside, chop down on that leg. Holly Nguyen steps back out of the way to avoid that, but as Parish steps left, she eats a big right kick courtesy of Holly Nguyen.
Yeah, Parish, she's not a traditionalist Muay Thai, does come from that background, but she is definitely, she's strong girl. She will throw some shots from different angles, so it's gonna, Holly's got to be on guard and just be aware.
Not the traditional rhythm, but you can get lots of good looks in the gym. Of course, Brandon Spain, he's able to mix it up any way you like. Parish with a chin up in the air there like a submarine. Needs to be careful. Nguyen composed and steady, affirmative base. Parish couple hops back, avoids the sweep. See the girls in the clinch here, but not a lot doing, and Spiros, the referee, looks to separate.
Both girls real on their toes, moving around. I think Holly needs to really press Rage back to the ropes in the corner, stop her moving around.
That was a great left kick there from Parish. She gets an unusual amount of whip on it. Doesn't really switch conventionally, but generates a lot of power. And it probably needs to set it up with the hands. She's about 6 inches too far away, I feel, and I need to fake to get into that range perhaps. And the lateral movement needs to be complemented with some forward progression here from Parish, I feel.
Yeah.
She doesn't throw much for a little while. Parish scores with a good right kick there. Just chipping away, not a lot of power on it, but clean and on target. Here comes Nguyen now looking to press forward into the clinch. Good stall there from Parish to nullify that attempt.
Yeah, Rach just tying up in that clinch instantly that she gets that lead lock on. Both girls aren't known for their clinching. Very, Holly likes to punch and kick and really press forward. Racheal's a little bit the same.
Oh, good scoring knee, but went for seconds and slipped over. Yeah, Nguyen, she's kind of just waiting for Racheal to stand in front of her, isn't she? But she's not. Then she'll score with a kick, and then she'll bugger off left or right. And Holly moves to reset. I think she just needs to fire a little bit more, maybe try and corral her with the longer kicks. Kick left, long, and push forward 10 seconds. It's probably a pretty close round, this one. It's been, I think Parish has probably landed more strikes. She has more volume with the kicks. The power throw went the way of Nguyen. Round one is done, signed, sealed and delivered. 2 to play this one, 4 over 3 minute rounds with 1 minute break as we look at some of the action from the first.
Yeah, I think you're right, Matty. She very smart by Rach. Being the shorter fighter, you don't want to stand in front of that taller fighter and just get picked off. So she's tagging and moving, and every time Holly tries to fire, she's gone. She's not there. So very smart by Rach. She can hopefully do a bit more of the same. But we'll see that adjustment by Holly, and we'll probably see a different girl in round number 2.
As we look at some of the metrics from the first, it was the majority of strikes landed, 20 of them going the way of Parish. A thin margin when you account for power on top of that. The majority of those body kicks as she looked to kick and move and zig and zag. And Holly knew her trap her down in the second round. We'll see. It's about to get underway. Super bantamweight woman about to pick up where they left off, and the seconds out. Muay Thai League 14. Fastball has been a good one so far. So much more to come. Of course, at the top of the card, the prodigy Jonathan Iulu returns to Australia against the experienced German fighter Alessi from Powerhouse. But right now, it's Holly Nguyen in the black shorts and Parish in the pink.
Yeah, Rach really started this round a lot stronger, and Holly's going to meet her. Both girls are clashing in the middle. Again, Rach is hit and move. Does a lot of that kicks and then falls into those punches, but with good balance. She does it really, really well. Just tagging Holly.
Holly pushing forward some more urgency now, isn't she? Needs to step right here just to kind of corral, and she does. Right hand misses as Parish adjusts with her feet. Yeah, you look a little bit frustrated, I feel. She just can't quite get hands on her at the moment. Right hand, nothing doing there. Parish wise to it. This is with the inside leg kick. They're standing too far away from each other at the moment. They should just have a woman's agreement and maybe just come a foot closer to get it done. Sharp shooting, Parish from the outside. Nguyen crashing forward, trying to find something now.
Yeah, Rach got to stay off the ropes. This is where Holly wants her, exactly where she needs her. But Rach hitting and moving, trying to get off those ropes. Back to the center.
And she went elbow hunting there to Nguyen. It narrowly missed, but the right hand is good. It's straight and it's true. Like a sniper from 1,000 yards was Nguyen. Badass by name and by nature. Now in the clinch, but Paris out the back door does well to separate and scores on the break with a good, strong left hand. I feel like Paris needs to go back to that kicking aim, but she's be a foot too far there.
Yeah, I get it. She's vertically challenged. I understand.
I don't want an army of
What are you going
short
to
people chasing me up the street here. I've got my tight pants on tonight, Brody. I'm not planning on doing any running. It's Paris who's on her toes and staying out of danger for the most part of the second. Oh, the right hand though, when she finds it. Nguyen's got some real power, and those moments really stand out to me in the second, Brody.
Yeah, she's trying to catch Rach, and Rach is just very smart. She's not staying off the rope. She's moving angles. She's hitting and moving, but once Holly only needs one shot to really disrupt Rach.
Let's go, ladies.
A good, nice little low kick and steps off to the right hand side there. Just Paris. She's just kicking and moving. Nice work just to stay out of the fire. And Nguyen, she's showing that she's got probably the power advantage, and when she can touch her with that right hand, as she goes back for more there, that she can do some damage. This one about to close out in the second round, much closer round than the first, I'd have to feel. It was Paris who started strong, picked up where she left off. But some big moments punctuated from Holly Nguyen throughout with the right hand. What will the third leave in store? We will see as we look at some of the action from the second, Brody.
Yeah, Rach just tagging Holly, and as a birth, the girls stand there and trade off. Holly trying to keep her, she's just letting her out too much, I think. She needs to keep her on the ropes, but then she just let Rach off the hook a little bit, I think. She needs to keep her close, and let's start letting those hands go.
Maybe a lot to see her bring a left kick or a left knee behind that right hand, because even when it partially lands, there's an opportunity there for her to go straight with the left knee or catch Paris as she circles out away from that right hand with the left kick. I'm sure she got some great advice there from the Spain Gym corner. The third round about to get underway. It's fight number 9, Racheal Parish from Double Dose Muay Thai and Holly Badass Nguyen from Spain Gym. As the crowd applauds the return of action from these two young ladies.
Going to see Holly really pressing now. I reckon she thinks she's a little bit behind. I reckon she could be too. So I think Holly just needs to go for broke and really, really hunt Rach down and just go for that. She's got to go. She's got to go for it, to be fair.
Yeah, she has to go. Leave it all in there. This one just 3 rounds. Paris she's doing well at just continuing to stay out of the firing line, to hit and move. Spain Gym team calling Nguyen for. That was a great left kick from Paris, who just kind of split the guard, went between the shin and the elbow. Nguyen firing off, trying to find a home for that right elbow upstairs.
Yeah, great. That left kick of Rach is working really well. For me personally, being a shorter person, I use that left kick a fair bit. Just I'll use it as my jab, to be fair, because I'm short. So it was my rangefinder for me. So I think Rach needs to go back to that. Just keep firing that left kick.
And Nguyen starting to get a bit frustrated, pulling her forward. Trying to put her in a bulldog headlock there was Paris. Give her a little noogie upstairs. Left kick, a swing and a miss. Standing right in front of her now on a pitcher's mound of these two ladies at Muay Thai League Fastball.
That left kick again by Rach, really, really working for her. Holly's getting a little bit frustrated. Just tagging her as she comes in. That kick and punch every time.
Yeah, she's got her. She just lets her off the hook sometimes, doesn't she? I think when she watches this back, she'll recognise those moments where she probably should have stepped forward, but she stepped back. But at the moment, it's Paris who's done a good job of avoiding the action in the clinch, hasn't she? Either shutting it down or finding a way out.
That left kick again, just finding a home, kick and punch, and then move, and then Holly goes, and then Rach is not there. Smart by Racheal.
Yeah, it looks like Nguyen really frustrated. She just wants to bang, and Nguyen not giving her the opportunity. It's tit, but there's no tap. But she gets out of the way of that right hand from Nguyen.
And again, big finish for Rach. Holly's still trying to chase it down, but yeah, she's standing in the middle. She's kind of got to push her onto the ropes and keep her there, because Rach is just hitting and moving and keeping that centre.
How do you have it at home, folks? There's 15 seconds left and 2 close rounds. The third could potentially be the clinch. The judges have been all over the place tonight as Nguyen lands a good hard low kick. Which lady wants it more? The SOPO crowd really getting behind these two young ladies, willing them on, and she's signed, sealed and delivered here. And Frenemies are friends once more. A little peck on the cheek. And that was all she wrote, Brody, as we look at some of the action from this entertaining fight.
Yeah, right. James, you see that hit and move by Rach. I think it was very smart, knowing that Holly likes to come forward. She just wasn't going to stand in front of her and fight Holly's fight. I think she was very, very smart game plan, and yeah, it could pay off for her.
A really close one. So look at some of the stats. It was 30. I was close in terms of the metrics, but the kicks across the fight went the way of Paris. As we go to centering to find out who was the winner in fight number 9 here at Muay Thai League 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these warrior ladies. At the end of 3 rounds, the judges have come to a decision. All 3 judges score this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Racheal